What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I'm out here waiting on my food to get ready. I thought I'd touch on another trending topic with you guys tonight. It's DDG. He recently made a comment about 10 million not being enough to sustain you for a lifetime. You'll be broke by the time you're 50. And this was a controversial take. People were mad about that. For those of you who don't know who he is, he's a popular streamer, rapper, influencer. He's got the kid with what's her name? The Little Mermaid girl, Chloe Bailey. So that's a rundown on him. But yeah, he made the comment saying that 10 million is not enough to sustain you for a lifetime and you'll be broke by 50. And I don't think he's wrong, even though people are saying, oh, you crazy, yada, yada. No, I don't think he is wrong at all. If you're his age, I think he's like, what, 22? You got $10 million. Yeah, man. Most people, I think, would be broke by 30. All right. I think he was being way too generous saying 50. I think most people would be broke by 30. Yes, 8 years later. And we have a lot of examples to go by. I mean, we've seen plenty of people who win the lottery that are just flat broke a few years later. I mean, we talking about people that didn't want 100, 150 million, and a decade later, they going back to work, man. This is just people. So if people going broke with 100 million, then yeah, people can go broke with 10 million. 10 million, it's a lot of money, but it's not at the same time. You gotta make a amount like that work for you. You know, most people, they're just not that money savvy. They don't understand about investments. They're not going to go buy real estate. They're not going to put it in any index funds. They're not going to put it somewhere where it's going to appreciate. When you give money to people that aren't used to having money, most of the time they make the mistake of just spending endlessly on all the things that they dream that they could have. They're gonna go buy some fancy car. Oh, I want a Lamborghini. So right out the gate, they're gonna get some $400,000 car. They want to get some mansion. So they're gonna spend, a couple million on that. Let's say hypothetically they spend $1.5 million, $2 million on some mansion or whatever. Okay, well it's only 10 million. It's only 10 million. And you just bought a $2 million home, and you bought a $400,000 car. So, you're nearly 2.5 in on that 10 million right there. You see what I'm saying? That's money that's easy to blow. People don't think it's that easy to blow because they don't have it yet. But if they have it, they're going to find stuff to blow it on. They're going to start taking a bunch of trips. They now want to buy designer everything. And designer clothing, I'm not going to say it's a scam, but designer clothing is way overpriced. I'm somebody that buys designer clothing. I know you guys don't see a lot of my designer clothing because you usually see me out and about getting exercise in and doing whatnot, but I have a good amount of that stuff myself. And even though it's nice and usually the quality of it is good, it's way overpriced for what you're getting. So you're going to have people buying the Birkin bags that they could never get, cars they could never get, the designer merchandise, Chanel and Fendi, and just all those things they can never afford before. They want to get Burberry everything. As I said about Somerset Collection the other day, they're going to go to Somerset Collection here in what, Troy, and they're gonna go to the rich side, not the peasant side. They're gonna go spending like they favorite rap video. That's just how the majority of people are out here, man. They're not gonna stretch that money. They're gonna keep spending, and they're not gonna do anything meaningful with it. They're gonna do the same thing with that money that people do with tax checks. I'll just go ahead and throw that out there. That should make it way easier for you to understand. They're gonna take that money, blow it on all types of stupid stuff. They're gonna want to go to the mall, them and they friends, they entourage, and we all getting new shoes, we all getting new clothes, we all getting ice, because this is what our folks do. And before you know it, they're gonna be down to that last million, and they're gonna be panicking. But it's funny how when you down to your last of something, you still keep digging into it, which that's what's gonna happen. So before you know it, all the keeping up the image of you rich now because you got 10 million, it's now cost you the 10 million. The image of looking rich has cost you your riches. Now you gotta apply for some job. You gotta humble yourself and go back to work, kicking yourself for the rest of your days about why you didn't spend that money more optimally, why you didn't put money in places. Like, we really be seeing people go flat broke over getting inheritances, lottery winnings. I mean, really, we be seeing people go flat broke. They be getting lawsuit settlements. These people be flat broke a few years later. So I agree with him completely. I don't know why that take was controversial. I don't know why he was getting a lot of hate on it. He's not wrong there. If anything was wrong with what he said, it's because he was like way too generous with his estimation. I'm gonna leave it there though, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.